Now to continue onward. Now, part of me wants to read the next story, though. Nah. With that in a bit. Right then, Ollie boy. I reckon there's some proper nasty mounts around by here. I can see a clever cub over there. Don't try to be a hard man and take them all on. Just hurry up and get the old moon, ain't it? Fair thing, Mr. Drippy. We might not get the choice, though. What is that? That's a bird. Huh. That looks like we can't avoid even at least one fight. Oh my god, it sneezed. Oh my god, so cute. That's her bandit. Oh, they don't do much damage. We can clear a path to the city, it seems. I still want to take it, don't want to. Oh, wait, no, wait, oh god. Yeah, but if it had gone on much longer, we wouldn't have. Okay. And probably set this thing on fire.
Let's go.
Or not. Well, so why is it called a clever cub when it has no club? Frostbite is way more powerful than the fire spell. Genuinely, I did not expect that. Hang on. Maybe let me just make a sprint for the city, eh? Oh, thank goodness these guys are slow. I doubt the Turbandits are, though. Just walking normally, they seem to be pretty quick. Can't outrun them like we can the Vagabonds. That's not their name, is it? I was just saying that because it was a pun, but... Hang on, I feel like I should actually check. Thankfully, there's no doubt on which ones these are. Okay, no, they're just boneheads. Which honestly is a oh my god, this is adorable. I want this. Look at it, it's cute. Grand damned. Wait, Alma Moon? And it has this is a cow themed city, isn't it? Alma Moon. The Court of Khalifa. Yep, cow themed. That's cute. Ding Dong Dell didn't really have a theme with its name, did it?
Here we are, Alma Moon. Beautiful.
Uh-huh.
It's different from Ding Dong Dell, huh?
Well, of course it flipping is. It's slap bang in the middle of the desert for a start.
What's that delicious smell?
That's the babanas, innit?
Babanas?
Are what Alma Moon's famous for, see? You never eaten a fruit like it. Gorgeous they are. Tell you what, I'm starving. Fancy a babana split?
Really? They're that good, huh? Wow.
too flippin' right they are. This place was built on the banana trade. There's tasty fruit.
Okay, let's try some.
That probably tastes different from bananas, I'm guessing. Before we get the bananas though, we should try and find this Rashad, ain't it? He's what we came for, after all. You're right, we should ask around and find out if anyone knows him. Excuse me, sir, do you know where I can find the Great Sage Rashad?
Great Sage Rashad? Long time since he was called by that name. He says you'd been a Gascader. The Rashad, the representative of bananas.
He sells bananas? I mean, he's not a sage anymore? But getting to teach me magic was our whole reason for coming here.
Yeah, there's worrying.
Well, we were at the banana split anyway. Might as well stop by to see what it's about, eh? I guess. Let's see Rashad. He still didn't tell me where he was, though. And we also need to stop by places. Let's stop by here first. We need to get a little friend kitted out, eh? Any things that I can misplace for you? Nope.
Ah, customer. I don't mean to crow, but our wares are the finest in the land. Don't get caught short now. Get some of our exclusive items before they fly out the door.
Ooh. Good boost for that. I think we can do without that one. Ooh, that gives accuracy too, though. Yeah, we're grabbing that for accuracy. Light bit better for that. More defense, though. We'll take... Ooh, they got patches, too. That's good. Accuracy and speed, perhaps? Oh, that one's... Oh, that's just letting you so. Okay. Critical hit and critical defense. Okay. That was with... No, okay, that was the accuracy. That's the one I wanted.
With these fashions, we must be raving mad. Come again soon.
Should have added her. To the end of that.
Come again soon.
Yeah, well. You, sir, have a very yellow turban. The Sheikah Spice for the world. Come, spice up your lives. I'm good. Good merchandising name, though. Sheikah Spice. Almost passed by this place, did we? Nope, can't pass up the Cat's Cradle. Well, it seems he passed up the Cat's Cradle and wandered into someplace else. Oh well, we can stop and take a look at bounties. A winged beast north of the Golden Grove. Wait, what? Oh, that's interesting. So that's in the last area. That is actually very interesting, but that's quite far away. I wonder if we'll find a quick travel bell sometime soon. Oh, hello, sir. Oh, good. I can't be bothered. Leave me alone. What happened to you? You were full of beans when we set out from Ding Dong Dell. Is everything okay? Well, we're traveling merchants, you see, but since we arrived in Malamu, my husband's lost his will to sell. We went through all the trouble of leaving Ding Dong Dell to travel the world and earn enough money to open our dream shop. Here's about this stupid shop. Selling things is such a lot of effort. Let's not bother anymore. Nope, this doesn't look too good, does it? I reckon our friend here must be feeling a bit under the weather. You're gonna be good news. Guess I have to do work for two of us now, huh? I know we can mend his broken heart. One hubby-sized helping of enthusiasm should do it. Don't worry, I bought some from the city from Ding Dong Dell. Huh? Where am I? What was I doing? That's it, we need to make enough money to open our dream shop. Let's get to work. Darling, you're back to your old self. Thank goodness. Sorry, my darling, did I worry you? I'm so sorry. I'm better now, so let's get to work, shall we? Neato, we cured him. So much for helping me out. You deserve an extra special free gift. Well, thank you. You there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My, what a beautiful cape. But it's not quite the seat as it looks for what Alma Mooney and you about now, you know. I had to update your outfit with some of the top quality fabrics at prices that suit every purse. By now, I'll regret it forever. You know, look at that. It's a beautiful new cape, huh? Oi, Ollie boy, we're not here on a flippin' shopping trip. What do you think we are, made of money? Oh, a fairy. You're a stylish fairy, little fellow you are too. I have something around you to suit you down to the ground. Let's see now. Ah, yes, perfect. You reckon? Yeah, I see what you mean. But I'd look the business in that. Mr. Drippy. Oh, sorry, Ollie boy. I got a bit carried away, ain't it? Gotta hand it to her. The girl can sell. Roll up, roll up. Find fabrics to put a smile on your face and a spring in your step. The locket's glowing. And I reckon I know why. This young part lady's got more enthusiasm than a school full of 6-year-olds. Excuse me, ma'am. I have something to ask you. What is it, young man? You interested in some of our fine fabrics? I can offer you an excellent price. No, it's not that. I was wondering if I could borrow a little of your enthusiasm. No, you don't just say the funniest things. My enthusiasm and my smile always come for free. Take as much as you like. Actually, it's kind of you, man, but we only need a little. Oh, that's cute. That is really cute. There we go. Filled up our stock. And you can tell that this person's important because very different character designs.
Excuse me, are you Mr. Rashad?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Rashad, sir, I need you to teach me magic. I need you to teach me the most powerful spells there are.
Wait to come out swinging, eh, Ollie?
Shadar, you?
Yes, sir.
Your journey has been wasted. I no longer practice the magic arts.
So that's just a big old stick in your hand, ain't it?
Why not? I thought you were one of the 4 great sages who knows everything there is to know about magic.
It matters not what I was. I use magic no more.
Is she... What do you want?
Ugh.
Who are you?
He's very, very listless.
Jeepers.
The poor thing's broken-hearted, looks like. Shadar stole a piece of her heart.
At least he ain't, like, he's upset about it, but he ain't unwilling to share, because...
And to punish me, he did this. That is why I fight no longer.
Understandable,
I
but
cannot
sad.
risk my child's life. I will not. We must accept our fate and live out our days in peace.
You won't even try to help? I guess not everyone would know
Rashad,
the right
sir.
spells and have the right items.
She wouldn't want this. She's not in pain because a piece of her heart was stolen. It's because You gave up fighting. Because you gave up on everything. That's why she's in pain.
You are sure of this?
Yes, I am.
Hmm.
I see. I see now that you would say anything to enlist my aid.
Huh?
Begone!
Yeah, man has the point, Ollie.
You're making a mistake. I wasn't trying to.
Help her first. Then you can do that. Then give the inspiring
Wasn't wrong.
speeches.
It looks like Shaddar's stolen a part of the poor dab's heart.
Then we have to help her. We have to make her heart whole again.
Nah, looks like, I said. This is different.
Huh?
Oh, I
It's not
get it
just
now.
broken, it's closed.
Closed? What does that mean?
It's like this, see? She's not just had a part of her heart stolen, she's closed it up tight too, to keep the rest safe like. So, before we can think about replacing what's missing, we'll have to open it back up again, innit?
And how do we do that?
We go to your world. If we find whoever she's connected to by there, we can work out what's going on with her by here. So, we head over your way and find her soulmate.
And thankfully,
Alright,
we've already seen
let's do
the
it.
soulmate.
Right, though, back to your world it is.
Oh, so seriously, Oliver, you really messed that up. You got the order of that messed up bad. There's a couple of quests over by here. Let's go pick them up and then head out once we stop by the shop. Once we stop by the place. Oh, this will never do. It's bad for business. Very bad. What's the matter, ma'am? It's filled with marooning boneheads. Traveling merchants who bring us fresh goods are being attacked. I fear soon our line of supply will be... Oh, excuse me. Apologies for anyone headphones. Oh, my throat hurts now. If only there was someone who could rid us of those skeletal scoundrels. Seems like they're in a proper pickle, eh, Ollie boy? Shall we offer a helping hand? Elderly? Doesn't look elderly. Now, child, we're not so much trouble to beat this sounds like you to your doom. Nah, man, you don't understand. He's got me, Trippy, Holo High Lord of Fair. He's looking after him. He'll be about his reign. What exactly will you do, little man? Gnaw on the shin bones to the upper, eh? What? You the flippin' cheek of it! Flippin' shin bones indeed. Alrighty, boy, our riders on the line here. We need to batter these bunny beggars good and proper. Sure thing, let's do it, Mr. Drippy. Very well, defeat 10 boneheads. That should be enough to allow the supplies to reach us. No, it's a tragedy. How, my poor darling, do you ever survive? Something out of love? My soul, my one, my only dearest husband has traveled to the Golden Grove in search of delicious mushrooms. He's forgot to take us to lunch. Oh, that's cute. Knickers, that's the Lazarus. Guess it is kind of bad, huh? Must be real hungry by now. Must, oh, you must. I'll be forced to prevent me to be delivering it to myself. What shall I do? Golden Grove, huh? That's the forest we came through. One of the giant mushrooms. That it is, Ollie boy. Riddle first or fabulous flora and fauna. It's a proper good place to go in search of a bit of grub. You're familiar with the Golden Grove? I must make an urgent request of you. It is a great inconvenience, I'm sure, but this is an emergency. Please, you must deliver my darling dear his lunch. My little hero. Here, this is the lunch I prepared for my best beloved with all the devotion of a faithful life. You must not be tempted to try it, no matter how delicious it may smell. It's a meal for lovers only. That's cute. Oh, so that's a lot of food. Makes more sense if it's like meant to be there more than just one day. Okay, we're just gonna go scrounge around and see what we can find here first. Ooh. Jonathan will like that. Huh? Oh, hey! Hey, pal, how you doing? Oh yeah, I need to cast. Nice to see you again. You have fun crossing the desert? It was kind of fun. A little bit. Fun? It was flippin' boiling, man. Boiling for you maybe, Pipsqueak, but I'm a ghost, and ghosts don't feel the heat. So there. What are you doing here, Horace? I'm looking at these fountains. They're amazing. Squid up. What? Oh god, that's gross as hell. Like, yeah, milk is cool. But in the flippin' desert with this much heat? It's surprised that stuff ain't cheese. Just the most sour, disgusting cheese. All the milk a boy could drink. They're what Alvin Moon's favorites for. But the spicy smell coming from that food stall is mixing with the smell of the milk. It's strange. You think so? I kinda like it. There's still those are spells you don't yet know yet, aren't there, Oliver? Trying, it's just my wisdom's companion is kinda most of the pages I'm missing. Missing? Oh yeah, I had to give you the page for Spirit Medium, didn't I? Huh? It's a drip you gave first to me. The only spell it had was Gateway. Really? Pages have been torn out. What was that idiot Shadar's doing? Alright, I suppose I'd better help you fill it back up again, hadn't I? Tidy! There's generous. Maybe I was right wrong about you, being a stingy wee midget after all. But I'm not just gonna hand out a load of pages over. That's what you're thinking. Oliver gathered previous edition comprehension first. This companion isn't just full of spells, there are also stories in there that were gathered by the sages over the centuries. But there's those probably been torn out too. Stories pretty powerful after all. Might help inspire people to stand up to him. That's true, stories. Humans, something that makes us human more than anything else. And I mean anything else. Is stories. That is something completely and utterly unique to humanity. There is no other creature that can tell stories. There's no other creature that can even come close to doing stuff like that. And stories include more than you might think. Every piece of art, that's a story right there. Telling someone how your day goes, that's a story. Taking a picture, that tells a story too. Most things in a person's life are part of a story. Either part of one or you telling one. That's... Humanity revolves around stories. We remember our past because of stories. Stories are what make the world go round. Or rather, it's what tells us that they are. Alright, and I'm gonna give you one to get you started. Have a read, it's one of my favorites. The first one. Okay. I'm guessing we're gonna have to... He's gonna ask us questions about it, right? You can read this one and that other one we got. Let's start with the other one so that the first one stays fresh in our mind, yeah? The Eighth Tale. The Shepherd Boy. Yeah, this one's the shortest one, I think. Oh, it's shorter than the last. Okay. Two shepherds who were father and son worked together in the fields. The father looked after the sheep from morning till night, constantly patrolling the pasture and looking out for wolves. The son, however, spent every day at leisure, staring out to that distance and not lifting a finger to help his father. One day, the father turned to his son and said with regret, "Getting old. I'm getting old and soon shall be retiring. Now you are my only son, it's become clear to me you have no enthusiasm for shepherding. I'm starting to think I should better be entrusted my flock to someone else." The son was quite shocked, for the flock was his only livelihood, and resolved to start assisting his father in the fields, dressing sheep, tending the grass, and so on. Alas, he soon grew tired of such tasks. The loss of what to do, the son supposed he should pay a visit to Old Father Oak, an ancient tree in the deep dark wood, possessed of infinite wisdom and all magic. "Old Father Oak, is there not some manner of fruit I can swallow to excite my enthusiasm?" "I'm afraid that such things do not exist," sighed Father Oak. "There is, however, a fountain hidden deep within a forest nearby. Drinking of its water provides a goodly dose of it." "Ah, the spring of life, yeah?" The son traveled in the direction indicated by Old Father Oak until he came to a fountain and tested its cool surface. "I shall take some of this water home with me," he thought, before realizing that he had no vessel in which to carry it. "Alas, I must return home empty-handed," he lamented. The son was about to go to fetch a jug when he decided to sample a mouthful of the fountain's water. Sure enough, he immediately felt the great surge of energy that Old Father Oak had predicted, and used his axe to chop an nearby tree, carving it into a pitcher that was almost as big as himself. Once the pitcher was finished, the son filled it with water from the fountain and made for home. The vessel was very heavy and the journey was a long one. He nearly gave up on several occasions, but every time he felt like abandoning his journey, he would stop by the wayside to take another gulp of water from the pitcher, and eventually, he made it back home. "I have enough water here," he thought, "to last a lifetime." The son thought with a sigh of relief. He was very weary and fell to bed to sleep soundly till morning. The farmer's going to use it in his fields, isn't he? That or it's not going to be used, and that or it's just normal ass water. Son awoke from his slumber and resolved to take another drink of water from the pitcher. Oh, how full of life I am! He exclaimed happily. Set about his duties at double the usual speed. As he did so, he resolved that no one else must be allowed to drink from the precious water in the pitcher. In the days that followed, the son spent much of his time ensuring that no one went near his pitcher. Yet he took care to attend to his chores while he did so, knowing that his father would otherwise be angry. Whenever a villager approached the pitcher for a drink of water, the son would interrupt his own labors and offer a cup of different water, thus preventing any of the water in his pitcher from going to waste. He was also reluctant to waste the water from the fountain on himself, so he worked hard every day without touching it. And then, one very hot day, after his son had been hard at work in the fields, he realized a terrible thing had happened. The water had evaporated in the heat of the searing sun. When the son realized that the water upon which his future depended had disappeared, he was overcome with despair and collapsed upon the grass. The sight of the son lying prone excited the villagers' concern. They rushed to see if he was alright, for the son gained a reputation in the village for being kind and hard-working on account of all the cups of water he want to provide for thirsty villagers. Some of the villagers gave the son a drink of the water as he lay there, and he was amazed at how delicious it tasted. It was the freshest, cleanest water he'd ever drank. What's more, it gave him the same surge of energy that the water from the fountain had done. His father stood next to him and said kindly, "No water on earth can compare to the first water you drink after sweating all day. I should think it's a fair sight better than the water from that fountain." For the father knew that his son had visited the fountain. The son rose to his feet and smiled back at his father. "You're right. Pretty better by far. Hard work, hard toil brings its own world." In some ways, this is also very true. Both the fact that if you're thirsty, the first drink you're going to have is going to be the best drink you had in a long time. No matter what. Doesn't matter what that drink is, it will taste delicious. Which also comes to mind that I'm pretty sure that the old man Oak was punking him basically. Because after traveling all the way to Old Father Oak and all the way to the fountain, so he was coming there and being exhausted. He had a drink of water and he was like, "Okay, I think I'm ready to work now." Yeah, I'm very certain it's just regular water the whole time. Like even up here it said that he almost never actually drank it. So he worked hard every day without touching it. That water never got drank. That's a cute story. And now for the first one. Oh, I just realized. Interesting. There's the fathers. I love that the art isn't just. I just love this book. Ooh, this is quite a long one. The Cowardly Prince and the Lion. The first tale. In a certain country, there lived a prince named Tamalo, who was sharp of mind but weak of spirit. His father was a brave king, strong, wise, and loved by his subjects. But the noble example he set only served to weaken Tamalo's spirit. On one occasion, his father told him thus: "Soon, my boy, it shall be time for me to retire, upon which thou shalt become king." While the announcement delighted the prince, it also filled him with a terrible dread, for he did not have the spirit required to ascend to the throne. In his fixation, he wandered from the castle, lost in thought, whereupon he encountered a fearsome-looking lion. The prince tried to flee, but the lion caught him easily in his paw, lifted him to his gaping mouth, and swallowed him whole. At first, the prince thought he was doomed, but at length he began to consider his position. "At least I no longer have to become king," thought the prince. After taking a deep breath, he said to the lion, "Mighty lion, I am the prince of this country, and the day after tomorrow I was due to become its king. Since thou hast now swallowed me, however, thou needst to become king instead." "King, eh? I shan't complain about that." Thereupon, the prince led the lion back to the palace. The courtiers was shocked to see the lion enter the palace, but the prince pleaded from within the stomach, and the lion was accepted as king. Sorry about that. I had to get my dog upstairs. And where was I? The prince pleaded with them from inside his stomach, and the lion was accepted as king. The lion proved to have a great aptitude for royal duties. Whenever there was a dispute in his kingdom, the lion would simply growl at the quarrelers. Yeah, with the lion that big? Yeah, I can see it. Stop complaining, or I shall eat you alive. Whensoever a bridge was swept away by a flood, the lion would simply use his paws to rip down a tree and lay it across the river. Oh, that's cool. Regarding taxation and legal matters, the king was utterly ignorant. But whensoever such a problem arose, King Tamala would speak to him from inside his stomach and provide a sound solution. After some time, the news reached the king that 2 dragons were ravaging the eastern and western edges of his kingdom. People were terrified and looked to their king to deliver them from such a terrible evil. Upon which, the king announced that he should go and smite the dragon himself. But even this fearsome lion stood no such chances of defeating such 2 terrible dragons. My dear stomach driller, he said, then, what in the wide world should I do now? King Tamalov considered the prince's question, the lion's question, and at length provided him with a suitable scheme. The lion headed east. The parts of his kingdom was being ravaged by the larger dragon, and roared in its ugly face. Dragon, I shall soon slay thee, for I fear thee not. For no matter how large thou art, thou shalt never devour me. Oh, we shall see about that, scoffed the dragon. Upon which he ate the lion whole. From inside the dragon's stomach, the lion said, Dragon, thou art now the king of this land. Therefore, thy royal duty to defeat the dragon ravaging the western part of the kingdom. At first, the dragon paid him no heed. But when the dragon witnessed the humans around him bowing down in deference, as King Tamal had requested them to do beforehand, he decided to do his royal duty, whereupon he went to the western mountains and slew the other dragon. Once the other dragon had been slain, the lion commenced scratching the inside of the dragon's stomach. Ah! Oh, it hurts! Cried the dragon, rolling on the floor in agony. Have mercy, I beseech thee! To which the lion said, If thou wouldst not feel this pain, thou must promise never again to hurt the people of this kingdom. Aye, very well, I promise, cried the dragon in reply. But the dragon was a cunning beast, and King Tamala knew that he would break his promise the moment it was out of his stomach. He therefore had the lion take out the babbling berry he told him to bring with him and place it inside the dragon. The berry was known to make noises that would sound like someone muttering to himself. With that babbling berry in his stomach, the dragon shan't notice when the lion escapes, thought King Tamalo. Later that night, when the dragon was sleeping, the lion crept out of his gaping mouth and set off back to the palace. The dragon left the king and his subjects alone forevermore. The kingdom had been at peace for 10 years when the lion said to the Prince Tamalo, Stomach dweller, it's time thou camest from in there. I would have thee take my place on the throne. Prince Tamalo was shocked and replied in a quivering tone, I fear I do not have the spirit to become king. But thy judgments over the past 10 years have been invariably wise, said the lion. That as it may be, I am but a coward, replied Prince Tamalo. It was only because I was protected by a great lion that I could act so decisively. Yet the lion paid no heed. With a mighty sneeze, he ejected Prince Tamalo from his stomach. It had been 10 years since Prince Tamalo had seen the wild world outside, and he could not believe his eyes. The lion's mane was now full white, his face covered in wrinkles. Yet up inside the lion's stomach, Prince Tamalo had been quite unaware of any of this. As thou can see with thine own eyes, I have grown old. 10 years hast thou resided in my stomach, and yet not once didst thou scratch me or cause me any pain, as I myself did to that dragon. Though thou couldst have done so at any time. The courtiers or subjects of this kingdom did not accept me because I am strong. They accepted me because I have given them my all, by which I mean thou hast given them thine. Thou art the true king of this country. Thou lackst the spirit, and thou lackst not the spirit, I assure thee. In like manner, everyone at the palace beseeched Prince Tamalo to become their king. Prince Tamalo, everyone is humbly grateful for everything thou hast done. The country needeth a just king just as thee. Upon hearing these words, Prince Malo felt his courage swell up within him. As king, Malo still gave yet more of himself to his country, and despite the fact the lion had retired, he continued to live alongside the king in the palace. Though many countries are ruled by animals these days, in ancient times, all kings were human. Indeed, the magnificent lion about whom you have just read was the first ever animal to be acknowledged as a king, and the world has never been the same since. That's cool that these stories all actually explain part of this, like everything, really. Like why animals? Why are there king animals? Well, simple. This guy. This world runs on fairy tale logic. What about the guardians? Oh, here we go. Here's one. And what's more, here's the old man. The old man oak. This one doesn't really, but it does reference several things you find in the world, which is interesting. Now to actually finally answer this guy's stuff. Here goes. There are quite a few characters in the story. Can you remember them all? The third smallest out of Prince. The third... Hang on, how does that... Prince the Lion King. I'd say the Dragon of the East, right? The western one? Yeah. Yeah, because he had to fly west. No, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that's gonna be useful. Curing the poison. I suppose it was a bit mean to give you a question like that, but you worked it out eventually. That's what being a light wizard is all about, learning to look carefully at every detail and understand what's going on. Shut up with the wise old man talk, will ya? You're no flipping older than Ollie boy here. Well, he is dead, so he is a bit older than me. Not? No, I don't suppose I am. I don't seem to be. What's that supposed to mean? Strange. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Something really important. Never mind. I can't believe how much this place has changed. I'm gonna go see if the other towns in Wonderworld are as different these days. I think I head somewhere with a bracing sea breeze next. I might not be able to feel the wind on my face, but I can still enjoy the view. See you soon. I'm guessing that he's... Just because you... Like, imagine how much it would suck to just be an old man ghost. Mahala. I had wasted my whole life for this, wasn't it? Good job, man. You're gonna be the subject of a quest, aren't you, at some point? Seems I'm a bit slow when it comes to reading aloud. Also, there it is. The inn was at the very start of this town. We'll go there, pick up whatever the heck happens to be inside. Fill up our book. And then we can read over it before we end this episode, because that's mostly what I've been doing this entire episode, huh? Just reading. I don't mind it, though. Oh, welcome to the Palace of Pampering. The cream like its cradle establishments. We pride ourselves on the practicality and pricing. Crossing the desert is the most terribly tiring pursuit. I highly recommend a nice nap to recharge your energy. Of course. Your customers always appreciate it. We hope you enjoy a nice nap at the finest inn in all of Summerlands. Travelers weary from a journey across the desert sands know a royal welcome is always awaits them at the Palace of Pampering. Look at that! Ulysses' companion is all to get filled up by the memories of the folks who stayed here before. 80! New pages, more to marry, eh? Now let's see, where am I? What am I doing again? That's right. Regions of the world. Temple of Tiles is up there. Notice that on the map. On the moon, bovine queen, famous for flavorsome bananas and milk fountains. Which is gross. Shipwreck Soars, the ship's graveyard, treasure sea. Ooh, interesting. Vault of Tears, the formerly father's spirit. City. I'm gonna have to go there at some point, I'm betting. Global fishing village known as the Jewel of the Southern Seas. Castle Cove is famous for being the birthplace of the flying boat. Ooh, a truly unique fishing vessel. Why would you want it to actually fly, though? Unless it's not calling about... unless it means just a normal boat. Hang on. Interesting. These two... this area is the biggest one. These two areas are the biggest ones. Old Smoky. Jabal al-Dukan. Old Smoky. Magical placement of a vast folder. That is not a good thing to do. Especially since you have to do it multiple times. Does that just mean it's been shooting off into the sky, or is it just low? What's this island? That's interesting. Nothing from like... Oh, hang on. Nothing in like this area? Like this entire, like, this area is marked, which is curious. And for this little island, there's stars. Hang on, what's those stars for? So stop skipping me to that page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 stars on this map. Most of them seem to be in the unmarked places. That's gonna be a fun quest at some point, I'm betting. Yeah, well, time to end this and continue later.